Hello, this is Anime Vision, and welcome to MHA Apocalypse Part 7. I think, yeah, Part 7. Now, I'm gonna explain some things before we get into this. Number 1. Deku, he does have the ability, if he eats someone who's alive, he will gain, and if they have a quirk, he will start gaining aspects of their quirk. And if he eats the brain, he will gain some of their memories and some of their memories and some of their skills. But if they are infected, that is no longer the case, though. But they will, or if they're already dead, then that is not the case. If he eats the brain, he still might get some of the skills, but he will no longer be able to get their quirk or any of their strengths. But if he eats infected, he will gain more of their physical attributes, like more strength. And so there you go. Also, someone asked if if he got Black Whip, would it be like a Kagane from Tokyo Ghoul? No. In fact, I'm gonna say that it kind of had like a reset function for One for All. The strength is still there, but all the other quirks gone. No using them. Mostly because, I kind of realized this was getting way too close to Tokyo Ghoul, and it kind of put it down. So, after this and What If Deku had Chakra, I'm gonna be replacing them with What If Deku had a Parasite, and What If Deku was a Ghoul. So, yeah. Now, what? Someone also said that, asked, wasn't Kurogiri part of this group? Yes, and I kind of completely forgot about that. Took a small bit of time, like, doing other stuff. Kind of went right out my mind that I even did that. But, did see there was a few other people with him, and he made a group. So, just to keep that in the story, I'm gonna say when Deku put that group together, he had Kurogiri and the rest of them go around every continent and like try and find the safest place to go. A place where they could have tons of food, access to fresh water, and none or at least very few infected. And once they find that place to kind of set up base, then get him whenever that time comes. But Deku decides to stay behind. So that will be my explanation for that. It's kind of what I had planned in the first place, with some few changes, because I forgot, but yeah. Man, I suck at this. I'm very sorry, but yeah, that is going to be the explanation I am giving. Now, we continue from where we left off. Deku had collapsed. because of severe injuries, and he was taken inside the, he was taken inside the little farm. I was gonna say compound, but no, he was taken into the farm. He woke up and he's all bandaged, and Eri ran to go give him a hug, as Nezu and the rest walk in and tell him that he has a lot of explaining to do. So this is where we're going to go ahead and start up the story. Oh wait, shoot. Forgot to finish the explanation of the One For All situation. I'm gonna finish explaining how this works. So, when the infection did it, it made it restart, but it kept the strength that All Might had, since that was the user who was last infected. So that kind of pushes, well, that kind of is the reason why there's no quirks in it, but there is still the strength. So there you go. Now actually going into it. Now, they all see his white hair, red eyes, and they do see a few, he did have a few scars on him. And they're all wondering what's going on. Like, how is he alive? We saw him, they said that they saw him die one time. A few days later, he showed up and ate some of their friends. Now, Deku, he just, he says, ever since that day, he found out where they were going. Now, he pretty much explains the whole entire situation to them. Now, after this, Deku says that, pretty much just looks at Uraraka and says that he's really sorry. Like, he knows that, and we know her best friend. And she just looks down, and Deku just pretty much says that he's always liked her. Well, he just pretty much tells Uraraka this. Uraraka looks at him with disgust in her eyes, saying, "You are infected. You're not human. You are horrible. You ate Mina. You ate multiple people. You're not even human." And she goes crazy. Some other people are just joining in. Like, yeah. And Bakugo is one of the worst. He just says, wait, okay. He goes, let's get Eri out of here. And I bet he did something. Well, I bet he tried to eat her once. And started trying to pull Eri away. Eri, during this time, has been hugging Deku the entire time. And this is when the small group of people. Well, actually, there's like 3 groups of people in this. Well, 4. There's 4. The largest group, the people who want Deku dead. The smallest group, the people who don't know how to feel. Like the more neutral. Third group is the people. Well, actually, no. Hold on. Am I going from order? Now, biggest group is people that want him dead. Second biggest group is people that want to experiment on him to try and find out why he's so special. so they can end the virus. 3, they want to, well, listen, like they're neutral. 4, like the fourth group, which is the smallest and comprised of only 2 people. Momo just says that she feels sorry for him because she knows that one, they tried to kill him. 2, he just woken up and came over there and he'd been shot, and it must have been a horrible experience for him. And she said that they even tried to protect. Well, he even tried to protect them. Now, Deku, he's looking up at her with kind of hope. This is when Kaminari joins in, like, yeah, he's been helping us for weeks. Shouldn't that at least amount to something? You know, some of the people in the neutral started switching over. Then the more aggressive people were like, we're saying, but he ate people. He's not human, and he could kill us all. He could infect us all at any moment. And this is when Nezu says, like, you all are not seeing the good side of this. Yes, we should probably keep him here. The 5 people who were like glad he was alive and kind of thankful to him, kind of felt bad for him too. And they were real happy. And then Nezu says, we could do plenty of experiments on him to try and cure this. And that's when they're like, oh no. More aggressive people are like, that's not that bad of an idea. Now, they're kind of switching over to that. Uraraka's kind of leading the charge, like, yeah. She's like, yeah. Make him pay for what he's done. Make the experiments hurt as much as possible. Now, Uraraka in this one is everyone's changed quite a bit. Well, at least the ones who are alive still. None of them would hesitate to murder anyone. Well, any infected. Some of them haven't actually killed a living, thinking person yet. Now, everyone's kind of just surprised, because Uraraka and him were pretty good friends before this whole entire thing. Well, before he died, supposedly. Now, let's see. So Deku, he says this. Why doesn't he just leave and never come back? Then he says he also has some information that would probably be helpful for them. Nezu says, nope, you are not going. He says, I've seen many people die during this. We've had to kill many people during this. Well, not actually people, just infected. But, yeah. So, Deku, he says, what exactly has he ever done? Mina and everyone else was in there was already so infected, or already dead. And she's only helped them. What exactly has he done to deserve this? And people just don't know what exactly to think. Now, Momo, Kaminari, Ida, and let's say Shinso, and Mirio, they're all trying to convince them to still stay. All trying to convince them to let him leave at least, or to try and help him, because he's not done them any wrong. Okay, so now Deku, he just starts getting up because they're clearly fighting a losing battle. And because of the injuries he sustained earlier, the more energy he has to put into healing, the hungrier he'll get. So his eyes are starting to turn into that again. Okay, so his eyes are more like that now. Well, one of his eyes are. Everyone's kind of horrified at this. And Deku, he just slowly starts packing up all his stuff and says he just looks at Mirio real quick, and he just says, I promise this will not make you infected. And then Mirio says, wait, what are you doing? And Deku just straight up bites off a chunk of Mirio's flesh. And while everyone was very surprised, Deku's eye turned back to normal. Well, to his normal red. And then black and red lightning surrounded him as black and red lightning surrounded him. His eyes started glowing red, not like the black and red in this. And he just grabs Eri. Now, he's just pretty much got a version of Mario's quirk from that. He doesn't have to eat the whole body. He just needs to get a good chunk. And he just bit off a huge chunk. Him and whoever he's touching will turn, intangible for like 5 seconds. Or if they focus on a certain body part, then it will last longer. Or if there's multiple people, the time will be cut down. Higher percentage of one for all he uses, though, the more he can use. He's only using 5% right now. So for 2 seconds, he jumps out the wall. He jumps out of a wall. Well, he jumps through a wall with Eri, and he just begins running. And now he's quickly just trying to he tells Eri to get the phone out of his bag. And Aries kind of doesn't know what to think. This person, who's carrying her away, has helped her, and is pretty much like a big brother. But yet they're running away from people who she started to think is family as well. And she also grew pretty attached to Mirio, like another big brother and little sister. They're kind of like a big brother and sister relationship too. She also is really good friends with Koda. She doesn't really know what to think, but she goes ahead and gets the phone anyway. She gives it to Deku, and Deku quickly types out a message and sends it to Kurogiri. and he adds location to it. Now, by this time, everyone has, well, the faster ones are catching up. They all know he's heading for the gate. And they know he's not busting through, well, they know he's not busting through the wall. So they all head towards the gate. And when Deku gets there, the faster kids are there, pretty much. Well, actually, yeah, they're all there because they made a maneuver where Uraka quickly taps everyone, and Zero tapes everyone, and Ida runs as fast as he can to that area. Kind of like having them all, like, running. It's like someone running while holding a balloon. It's like that. Or running with a kite. Now, they all get there at around the same time. Especially since, and Ida had to use the reciprocal burst just to get there in the same time as Deku. Now, Deku, he just says, like, he's just trying to run, and he sees from behind. Everyone's kind of focused on him. Deku, he sees a black and purple portal open up from like the top of the top of the little farmhouse. Kurogiri saying exactly where Deku is, because Deku doesn't have a track or anything. He would just know where, like, he just knew the general location. He teleported there, opened a portal there, and he's now gonna look at Deku. Deku holds up, wait 1 second, holds with his finger, and says, wait for a second. It's a signal to pretty much everyone. Kurogiri waits for a second, while Deku, he looks at them and says that he has some friends who are making a better civilization. Far away from infected, and it should have plenty of food. I've been told that they've found a place and are starting up a base there. He then says if any of them want to join him, they can. And then he also says, I also have some other information that might persuade you. He tells them that a large group of people are trying to come and get them. They want to take the farm and all of its supplies. They're trying to build a wall around there. Well, around a small town. Deku then says that if you have a good quirk that's useful, they'll take you as a slave. Now, Deku, he says he's offering them safety, and he's pretty much offering them everything they have now, but more security. And he's also offering them pretty much they don't have to give up everything they have now. They don't have to give that up. But if they come with him, but if they don't, they're gonna end up losing everything they have here. And Deku says that there's nothing he could do about it. He tried stalling them for a while, and that worked. But there's just too many people there. Deku says there's a group of 25 here, and there's a group of like 300 there. Who do you think's gonna win? And they all have pretty strong, well, they all have strong quirks. They all have guns, ammunition, and explosives. If you think that wall's impenetrable, then you're wrong. The moment they blast through that door and start taking you all out, infected are gonna come too. So what do you all say? Do you want to, who wants to come with me, or who wants to leave? Momo proceeds to walk over. Jiro, Kaminari follows. Ayama goes. Ida goes. Let's see. You know what Cementos goes to? Nezu, he's weighed his options. It's like, yeah, I'm doing this. Let's see. Tetsu goes. Mirio, who had who's wrapping bandages around his arm. And Deku does apologize for that. Does go too, because Eri is going. Let's see, who else? One more person. What was it? No. That's all. No, yeah, Shinso goes too. Now, they all are kind of, let's see. Okay. So they all just go stand by Deku and try to convince everyone else. Now everyone else just says, well, Uraka says you all are a bunch of traitors. Then she raises her gun, Bakugo follows, everyone else starts raising their guns. And they say, last chance. Oh, this is your only chance to come with us, or you die along with the freak. Now, Deku, who's been holding up his hand, saying 1 second, puts it down, and suddenly a black portal opens up, well, black and purple portal opens up beneath all of them, and they drop down. And they all kind of recognize it. It's the same portal from the USJ. So, this is when all of Deku's group kind of disappears. And they all are on a mountainside. And they just look seeing a vast forest. Tired. And they're all just kind of questioning what's happening. Deku explains. And yeah. So I'm gonna end this video here, but quick thing. The Momo X Deku ship is going to start building, it's gonna start building up next video, so, okay, you all have fun and have a nice day, and Vision, goodbye, and Vision signing out, goodbye.